Two islands, one rhythm. Sardinia and Harlem through cinema, music, and art. Across the ocean, two places beat with the same quiet strength. One is an island of stone and wind, the other an island of sound and light. Sardinia and Harlem. Distant, different, yet moved by a rhythm that echoes across centuries. Cinema remembers for us. In Sardinia, the camera once traveled through villages of shepherds, capturing faces shaped by sun and silence. Films like Vittorio De Seta's Banditi a Orgosolo and the Taviani brothers' Padre Padrone turned the island into a neo-realist stage, where hardship, dignity, and landscape became story and character. In Harlem, cinema danced with jazz, from the poetic power of the Cotton Club to the urgency of Do the Right Thing, from the historical pulse of Malcolm X to the portraits of community in Harlem Nights. The neighborhood has been filmed as rhythm, resistance, and renaissance, faces reflected in trumpets, laughter echoing through brownstones, stories written in light and sound, music bends geography, the lawnetas rise like ancient breath, the saxophone bends the night into gold, different instruments, same truth. Communities sing to survive, remember, and resist. And now, on this wall in this village under this sky, these two worlds finally meet. Film connects places that never touched until the projector turns memory into a shared horizon. Sardinia, murals paint stories of struggle and rebellion. In Harlem, walls carry saints, heroes, and histories of migration. Art becomes a map of resilience, drawn in color, in sand, in rhythm, in light. And the bridge between these two worlds has a name, Costantino Nivola. From Irani to New York, he carried the rough poetry of Sardinia into the modern city. His sandcast reliefs, shaped on the beaches of Long Island, found their home on the facades and courtyards of Manhattan's public buildings, bringing the textures of Barbagia into the heart of America. In New York, his works greet passersby in the housing complexes of the Upper West Side, turning concrete walls into landscapes of memory. And in Sardinia, at the Palazzo della Regione in Cagliari, Nivola welcomes every visitor from the outside world as if chosen as the island's artistic ambassador. As the journey from lower Manhattan rises into the intensity of Harlem, Nivola's path leads from the silence of Orani to the resonant pulse of New York, where the arts of Sardinia and Harlem meet in a shared language of resilience, identity, and creation. On the Sardinian hills, elders walk paths worn by 1,000 years. Their meals are simple, shared, remembered. In Harlem, community gardens rise between bricks and fire escapes, green spaces claiming health and dignity, different landscapes, same hunger for life. It is no coincidence that Sardinia's Blue Zone, one of the healthiest places on Earth, lies in the island's remote interior, a stronghold shaped by centuries of history. While the coasts were conquered and transformed, the highlands preserved an older rhythm, slow, communal, essential, carried by sun, stone, and memory. A story of endurance that echoes on another scale the long struggles and reinventions that shaped America. Today, the narrative is no longer isolation, but riscado. From poverty, marginality, and silence, the traditions of the Blue Zone, its food, its patience, its daily care, can now travel across the ocean as shared culture, meeting America at the center of research and innovation. Through this exchange, Harlem and Sardinia may find new ways to speak to one another in a dialogue of recognition that resilience grows where people protect each other, where gardens and bodegas know that food is memory, where art becomes a language of healing. This is Cultivarti, using art to cultivate well-being, sustainability, and alimentazione, to build bridges between Sardinia's ancient hills and Harlem's vibrant streets, and to imagine health not as privilege, but as a shared horizon. Harlem is an island of culture inside a storm of noise. Sardinia is an island of silence inside a storm of time. Look closely, and each becomes a mirror for the other. In Sardinia, the camera once traveled through windswept villages, through the stone alleys of Millis and the ancient suspended quiet of Rebeku, where time lingers on walls and every doorway feels like the beginning of a story. These are landscapes that hold the breath of Nuovo Cinema Paradiso, light on stone, memory and stillness. This video is a gift to these two cultures, a celebration of their shared resilience and their ability to transform struggle into beauty. Cinema has already told parts of their stories, from Sardinia's Banditi a Orgosolo, Padre Padrone, Ballo a Trepassi, Sonetaula a Sandira, and Ovunque, Protegimi to Harlem's The Cotton Club, Malcolm X, Do the Right Thing, Harlem Nights, Precious, and The Apollo. Different lenses, different worlds, yet both speak of identity, community, and endurance. And so this film stands between them, offering Sardinia and Harlem a single screen on which to rediscover one another